you could produce beautiful YouTube videos.
Well,
it's mind-boggling, really, when you think about it.
If you go back to when I was doing Answer the Call, I would have to go into a separate booth. I would read the story. Then an engineer would add the sound effects and edit it and so on. And that was, God bless Steve Wintergraw, the program director, for giving me the opportunity to do that. I love doing it. But it was a major commitment by the radio station because I was using a booth that could have been used to generate income from the point of view of sales. That's where they did all their commercials and so on. Today, there's no reason we couldn't, if we spent a day at it, if I did 90-second clips of military history like I did then, we could do that here. We could do 10 of them in a day, easy. And with with a little bit of editing and all that sort of thing, it wouldn't take long to do. No. The biggest part would be to actually write the scripts and me to do the research.
Yeah, well,
that would be the big stopper on it. But overall, that just shows you how far technology has come. Now, I want to take this in a little bit different direction because one of the things, and I'm getting back to the sea shanty thing for a moment, maybe not directly, but I think one of the attractive things about this kind of music is how simple it is. Today, entertainment is so sophisticated. Remember in 1986 when Top Gun came out? Well, they're finally coming out with the movie Maverick, which is the follow-up to. It's like 30 years ago that movie came out, and I loved it when it came out. I've always been an airplane nut. I like Tom Cruise as an actor. I think he's done a lot of really good work, and he puts out some highly entertaining movies. But there's something about today's entertainment that is plastic, if you know what I mean. It's not really grounded in, like, whether it be movies or music, it's all about storytelling. You have to have a compelling story to watch. And when you look at a lot, not all, there's some great stories that have been put to film out there over the last, let's say, 10 years, okay? And some of them are, in the realm of science fantasy. There's all kinds of genres. But generally speaking, they're more escapism than they are passing on stories with morals, which a lot of throughout our history has been part of the reason why we entertain ourselves. It's not just to forget our troubles. It's not just to teach lessons to our kids. It's about part of the culture, and I think that has gone very much the way of leatherette used to be in cars is now all plastic. And there's just something artificial that feels about it. So when something like this comes along and it has that earthy, genuine feeling to it, people latch onto it. It's like going back to politics for a minute. If you present somebody with a genuine leader, they will follow him, faults and all. It's just we never get a chance to see those people anymore because they're filtered out long before they get anywhere near the big chair. And the same thing I think is true in entertainment. There's been a lot of fluff put out. Look at some of the Disney movies with what's that one about the ice princess?
Frozen.
They redid Aladdin. Aladdin, the original, was a fantastic movie. The new one's garbage. Okay, so there's something about the way that we entertain ourselves today that has lost something. So when this comes along and people feel connection to it, it's obvious it's going to explode. And it did.
The other thing that is so novel about this is that you don't actually need that local critical mass of people.
That's right.
In other words, if
the world is your
you
playground.
can have 100 people from 100 different countries, and they never connect with one another except electronically, through the internet, on one of these platforms. This is again one of the blessings, if you will, of modern technology. And I suppose it could be used for nefarious purposes, but this is why I'm not against I don't have a knee-jerk reaction to technology. I think it's just these are tools that can be put to good use.
Well, it's like anything else. A hammer can be used to drive a nail or hit your thumb, right? It's not the technology that's the problem. It's how you use it. And I think on one hand, we have, look at pop music today. You have some of the most disgusting, lewd kind of lyrics that promote hatred and violence being gobbled up by a large segment of the population. Or you have something like Roll Boys Roll, or in this case, The Weller Man, where it's something people can feel part of. And it connects to, maybe not directly to daily life. I don't know many people who actually go whaling for a living anymore. But there's that feeling, that rhythm, that connection that they get that's just lost on a lot of today's entertainment industry.
But not us.
Not us. I've been a fan of this stuff for years, and I'll be a fan of it for as long as I'm on the earth.
Yep. Well, Nick, I am looking at the clock.
You got to stop doing that.
I can't help it because, when I look at my computer, I see the clock. Then when I look at you, I get a clock on one side and a clock on the other side.
You want some whiteout?
And then when I look over there, I'm seeing a clock over there. And they're all flashing at me, saying, well, it's getting on towards the end of the...
I'll bring in a bucket of whiteout.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to help that much.
You know what's sad? It's just a lot of people out there who have no idea what whiteout is.
Yeah, well, do you know who... do you remember the typewriter, the whiteout tape?
Yes.
Where you'd insert the thing and then...
And you'd hit the key again, yeah.
So you know who invented that?
I know whiteout was invented by a secretary.
Okay, no, but the tape.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
So the tape was invented by the mother of Mike Nesmith from the Monkees.
Really?
Yeah. So his family, he was quite wealthy because his family had struck it rich with that particular
because they sold spools and spools and spools of that.
Yeah.
I think people just get tired of making typo corrections for Two-Fingered Charlie.
Yeah. So we didn't, we of course said, let's next week our music breaks will be the Monkees.
Sure, okay? Why not?
We haven't done the Monkees
it's the Monkees.
Anyway,
did they have more than one song?
Yeah, well, no, I don't know if they wrote any of their own songs.
No, I meant, did they have more than one hit?
Oh, sure they did.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
The only one I remember is the theme song to their show.
Do you remember I'm a Believer?
Oh, yeah, okay, of course. Now I get it.
Who wrote I'm a Believer?
Paul McCartney and Wings. I don't know.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
It's a Neil Diamond song.
Who started out life as a cantor singer in a synagogue.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Okay, look, we're going to have to wrap it up here tonight, Nick. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Whether you listen to the live show or you listen to the podcast, we appreciate your patronage and your loyalty. Please do not forget to tell your friends, family, neighbors, everybody out there about us. Post our shows to social media because we want to spread the word.
Spreading the word is what it's all about. Onward, think tank soldiers. Okay, with that said, we'll wish you all good night. Ubi queridos ad amor, Deus ibi est. Good evening, God bless. Don't let anything disturb your peace, and may you have a fair wind and a following sea.